Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Alex with Green Tree Media. And what I wanted to do today is do kind of another video about the Divi Icon King plugin. Since I just rewrote the most of the plugin from the ground up, I want to showcase some of the features and kind of how it works in the visual builder. You know, when I originally released the plugin, the visual builder wasn't even a thing. It hadn't even been released yet. And so I've been, as Elegant Themes continues to release rapid fire updates focusing on the visual builder, I've been putting more effort into building Divi Icon King alongside of the visual builder. So I just want to showcase some of that real quick. For those of you not aware or not familiar with the Divi Icon King plugin, it is a plugin that pulls in the Font Awesome icon set, Font Awesome 4.7, as well as the Google Material icon set into the Divi Builder interface. So that way you can select plugins as you're going for your buttons and your overlays and your blurbs and anywhere else that you would use an icon in Divi. It pulls those icons and allows you to select them in the Divi Builder interface. And the reason that I built it was because in the past, in order to get other icons outside of Elegant Themes original icons, you would have to load in Font Awesome or your Google Material icons behind the scenes, and then you would have to use CSS, write your own CSS to get it to show up where you wanted it to show up, which is fine. But if you have clients that want to change icons or edit things and they're not familiar with CSS, it just turns into a whole nightmare for them to be able to edit it. And also turns into a nightmare for you because then they have to call you every time they want to change an icon. And with Divi Icon King, it eliminates that need. They can go in right into the visual builder and choose the icons that they want, or the standard Divi builder will work with either. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the quick features here. I'll just scroll down this page just so you can kind of see it in action here. You still have access to your Elegant Theme icons. You just now also have access to the Font Awesome 4.7 icons and the Material icons. And another question I get pretty frequently is, why don't I use Font Awesome 5.0? There's a number of reasons for that. I am contemplating adding it, but due to the way that the Divi theme stores icons, it kind of opens up a whole nother can of worms, which I can talk about later. Or if you have questions, email me and I'd be happy to answer it. But it also has built-in features or filters, So as you're searching, if you want to just see the Elegant Themes icons or just the Font Awesome or just the Material or just outline icons or just solid icons, or you can even search, there is a built-in filter, and I will show you that as well. So here's just some examples of it. So using it in blurbs, using it as overlays on your galleries. You'll have full access to change those icons as well based on kind of what you want. You can use it in buttons as static buttons, even the hover buttons here. You can choose your different icons. So let's jump into it here real quick. I'm going to jump over to the settings page. So once you install Divi Icon King, you've got a settings page here where you can choose the icon packs that you want. So maybe you only want Font Awesome and you don't want to use the Material icons. You can just turn it off, or vice versa, or enable them both. It's totally up to you. And as of version, I think it was 1.4, I've added in the ability to load the icon sets locally. So if you don't want to load them from their CDNs, right now Font Awesome gets loaded from a local CDN. The Material icons get loaded from the Google CDN. But you can select this option, and what it will do is it will load the icons locally from your server instead of making an external call to those CDNs. So for those of you that are concerned about GDPR regulations and making those calls, you can load the icons locally and kind of avoid that altogether if you'd like. So now let's jump over here to the I'm going to actually edit the page first, and I'll show you the backend, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the visual builder. So from here, and I'm just going to jump down to one of our blurbs. Everything is still the same here. There's nothing special that you have to do. You still use all the same modules that come with Divi. I didn't add any new modules or anything. The only thing I've done is added in these new icons into the core. And I did that so that way it would hopefully be compatible with as many third-party plugins as well. There's no custom modules that have to be updated from me. It's really just kind of the icons and integrating them into the icons that already come shipped with Divi. So Here you'll see that we're on our icon selection. Here's all of our icons. And you'll see that now we're in the the Font Awesome icons. If we keep scrolling, we'll have the material icons. You know, we can choose whatever icons we want. Since there are so many icons, almost 2,000 of them, I've built in this little filter option where you can say, I only want to see the Elegant Themes icons, and here's just the Elegant Themes icons that come shipped with Divi, where I only want to see the Font Awesomes or just the materials. Likewise, you can search for just outline icons if you're going with outlined icons as part of your stylistic choice for your site, or solid icons. You can show all of them. We'll close your filters, or you can search for certain things. Maybe I want a calendar icon, so I can do CAL, so it'll give me my calculators. What's this one here? Balance, scale. Oh, CAL and scale is why it's picking it up. Calendars here. Same with user. If you want user icons, it'll kind of filter all those for you built in. And it works again with all the standard modules that come shipped with Divi. So there's the blurb. Let's scroll down here to our gallery. If I come over here to design and head to our overlay section, again, here's all of our icons we can choose from. But it works with buttons. It works with your contact form buttons. It'll work with your full width header buttons and your CTA buttons. And I've also added compatibility with a number of third-party Divi plugins. But if you come across them and it's not working with them, shoot me a message. I'll reach out to the developers and see what we can do to get the icons or the plugins working together, because I want us all to kind of we're all in this together, I guess, in the Divi community. So let's get everything working together and playing nice. Now I'll show you what it looks like in the Visual Builder, because there is one slight difference in the Visual Builder. Alright, so here we are in the Visual Builder. And the slight difference I was talking about, I'll just edit one of these blurbs. I'll edit this anchor. So I come over here in the blurb, I'll make this box a little bit bigger so we can see. Click on my image and icons. Here's all my icons. So let's say I want to change this to the cloud. You get a little flash of some symbols there, but you get your icon here. The big difference is the filter is not in the Visual Builder, and that's for a number of reasons. One kind of has to do with the way the Visual Builder gets generated, but also Elegant Themes has made a ton of updates to the Visual Builder, and so I thought it would be best to hold off on implementing that feature of the plugin in the Visual Builder. Just to avoid conflicts for now. It's something I do plan on adding in later. But just to keep things easy and keep things humming along, I've left that feature out of the Visual Builder for now, but you can still obviously scroll all the plugins, choose the one that you want, and then you'll be good to go. The other thing, and it's a bug that I am aware of, is for buttons. You'll notice that they turn into X's. They're still there. You can still choose your icon. Like if I come over here and go to Design, Buttons, but for some reason in the Visual Builder, when you preview it over here, it's not displaying the icon. So I'm looking into that, but you can still, the icon selection still definitely works. So, I'll check this. I can see it there. I agree. It says it's gone now, or I can't see it. See if it'll show some of these on hover. Yeah, see, so sometimes it messes it up, but my icon selections are still intact. If I save this, and then we jump back over to the front and refresh this, we'll see our little card icon there for our first blue button. See, so it still works. It's just in the preview for whatever reason. It's something that I'm actively working to kind of debug, I guess. It just shows boxes, but everything still works. That's pretty much the plugin in a nutshell. If you have any questions, definitely shoot me a message on my support link, which you can find on this marketplace. And I'd be happy to troubleshoot any issues you come across. If you come across, again, a third-party plugin that maybe the icon selection should be there, it's not playing nice, shoot me a message. I'll personally reach out to the developers and see what we can do. To this point, every developer I've reached out to has been great. They want everything to play nice together. So they've been more than accommodating in getting our two plugins to work together. So that is pretty much it. If this plugin made your life easier, you've tried it, hit me up on Twitter at Alex W. Brinkman, or shoot me an email again on my support page. You'll see that if you go to your plugins once you have it installed, there is a support link here that will take you to a contact form on my website that you can fill it out. I respond to all of these. I review all of these personally. And customer support's important to me, so I won't go into all that. I've taken up enough of your time. I appreciate you. I appreciate you supporting my plugin, and let's continue working together and make Divi, the best community it can be. All right, thanks, guys.